Hello crafty friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am working some more for the Sweet Pea Papers Crafty Christmas in July. This runs from the 1st through the 31st. As you can see, there's 25 collaborators, over 100 videos, and don't forget there will also be a drawing on August 1st. So I'm going to be working some more in my mini album. I'm loving how this is turning out, guys. Now, for those of you, if this is your first time watching, this is a mini album. I cannot English today apparently, that I am going to be using as my December daily. So I've done a little bit more to this since the last video, not a lot. In the last video I told y'all I didn't know what I was gonna do with the spine. So what I decided to do was, this is one of the little poinsettias I made using the die cuts. All I did was I attached a couple of the holly leaves to it. I messed it up here because I wanted the holly leaves to be on this side, so I was trying to put the jump ring right here through this one, and I ended up going completely through the side. So, but it was a simple fix. I just adjusted it and put the jump ring down here. I also made a couple of tiles using some of the scraps I had, and then just put the abbreviation for December on the back one, and then the year on the front. And then this is just mounted, as you can see right there, it's just mounted with some foam mounting tape. So, but I love how this turned out. Sorry guys. And I was also indecisive about the back, what I was gonna do. I forgot that I had these. I created these for this as well, for like photo mats and stuff. So I took one of them and I turned it. I turned it into a pocket, and it worked out good too because it covered this back piece of ribbon. So, but I mean, I think I may have gotten the pocket just a little. Nope, there it goes. So it's got like a pocket that goes all the way down, and I figured what fussy cuts and ephemera that I don't use to make the base of this with, I can store back behind here, plus some of the smaller scraps. So I'm gonna go ahead and untie this real quick, and we are going to be working. Well, I'm going to be working, whoops, and I just slipped that completely out, on this page right here. Now, I've already pre-cut everything. We've got this flap right here, and this flap right here. So, on this front flap right here, I've taken this from the kit, from my kit. Pull my glue out here, and I'm going to add this to the front panel, and it's just printed on like a test sheet that I use when I change out my ink. Those papers come in handy real good, like if you're just gluing something down like I am right here. Those come in handy really good. So now, when placing this right here, you want to make sure you have even borders on all four. Try to get even borders on all four sides. There we go. Now this one's going to have a little bit more border than the other ones that I've done, but it's fine. And now if you get any of, I'm using Fabri-Tac. This is a lifesaver, guys. It is a glue eraser, and all you do is, like, if you get, now I will say this does not work on art glitter glue. I've tried it and it doesn't work. but it works wonders on glue stick and Fabri-Tac. Sorry guys, my sinuses. But that's what the front's gonna look like. And this panel right here, I'm gonna leave blank for a picture or memories or whatever I want to put right here. That's what I'm gonna leave blank. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the back side here. I did the same thing over on this side as well. But on this side, I left journaling, but I left this one blank to add a photo to. I've got journaling space here, and then I'm gonna add mementos or another picture, but this is a December daily, so. And then on this piece right here, I am taking this background page from the kit. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm using my Woodland Christmas mini journal kit for this. Deborah earlier, she mentioned that you could go in and resize this kit for a normal size journal, but I haven't quite figured out how to do that yet without actually without going back in my design program and resizing it that way. But that will go there. And then here, this is going to be, I'll show you how I'm going to do this. First, I'm going to place this right here, leaving a little bit of the green showing at the top. But if you're wondering what size the pages are for this journal, well, for this memory album, or mini album, like I said guys, I cannot English this morning. The pages are 5 3/4 inches long and 4 1/4 inches wide, and each of them at the top, or is it on the side? No, on the side, excuse me. On the side here, each page has a pocket for you to add, so that I can add extra stuff to it. And now this probably will get, I mean, it's already getting full already, but to be honest with y'all guys, I don't mind it. It's not as full as some of my past December dailies have been when I've made like the junk journals. And this one, I just wanted something for like pictures and little memories, you know, little bits and pieces that I can add to it. And now this is one of the pockets from the kit. I just cut it down to fit. And we are literally just, I'm literally just going to put it right down here. I'm going to only glue on both sides and the bottom. And then I will come back in and I'll add one of the journaling cards or one of the tags to this pocket. I usually, for the tags, the reason why you haven't seen me add any of like that kind of ephemera to this is because I am currently out of cardstock. And I usually use heavyweight cardstock to print my journaling cards and tags on. But like I said, I'm currently out of my cardstock, so it's supposed to be here later on. It was supposed to be here, let's see, today's Monday. No, excuse me, today's Sunday. It was supposed to have been here Friday. So they're saying now it'll be here tomorrow. So, and this is a piece of ephemera that I just pulled from my stash. Oh no, I broke that. I will have to go back in and fix that. Let me do that now. Do that real quick. When I was getting the paper clip off, I accidentally pulled this up. Now this is going to be a little tuck. Ooh, not that much glue, Samantha. This is going to be a little tuck spot, and I'll show you how. Let me put that back down. The little bitty sign thing is going to be a little tuck spot. But yeah, a little oopsie, but it can be fixed. And there we go. Now, this little tuck spot right here, I have a Christmas stamp set. Let's see, can I get to it? Ooh, nope, there it is right there. La, da, 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 da. Or, I thought it was right there. Okay, well I can't show you the stamp set, but it's a stamp set that I got from Temu. That's got like snow, snowman. It's got a little Santa's workshop. It's got a Christmas tree, all that. So, and I mounted it again on one of those pieces of cardstock that I embossed with my snowflake embossing folder. And then you flip it over, and now this is a pocket. I'm just going to put this back in here, but we're not going to glue. It's like a side tuck, and I'm leaving this out a little bit because I am going to come back in with a tab when I punch them out. But it also, uh-oh, I got it glued. Oh no, another oopsie. Okay, what in the world? Okay, my pocket came apart. Guys, I'm just having all kinds of oopsies here. This has been in my stash for a while though, so let me remedy this. I made this last year, around Christmas time. And so apparently I did not do that good a job of gluing it down. So that shall be remedied. I will come back in and reapply the glue to this. And I'll hold off on putting the little journaling card back in it. So much for a smooth video, huh? And I didn't put any up top either. So I'm going to come in with my art glitter glue here. And do that. Now, let's try that. And maybe because it's on embossed paper, it's not like a normal flat paper. So that may be the reason why. I don't know. But like I said, it's been in my stash for a while now. But this right here is homemade washi tape that I made right here. I'm all out of frame on that one. But that's homemade washi tape. And the way this is going to go, you could put a photo back here. Let me see, where's my tweezers? I think I put them back up. Yes, I did. These right here, I did not glue down all the way so that you could tuck the photo actually behind the flower. The same way with these, you could, behind the die cuts, you could tuck the flower behind them. Now, the way this is going to go is I'm going to take this section right here and flip it. Get back in frame here. And now, all I'm going to do is simply, it's going to be easier for me to turn this like this. I'm going to line this up to where I try to get it even here to here and here to here. Let me pull that up just a little bit. There we go. And then I'm going to lay it flat. Push it down. And now rotate the album back this way, and I've got stuff falling everywhere. Guys, my desk is a wreck. I have totally got to clean it off. And then come in here. Let me pull up my bone folder. Again, rotate my album. Open this up, but don't open it fully because this is not fully stuck down. And then get it stuck down. Get it nice and varnished, and then I got the Fabri-Tac on the tape, which it took some of the coloring up, but that's fine. I mean, all I did was I used alcohol ink on the full page sticker label. I mean, it took it up a little bit in a couple of spots, the Fabri-Tac did, but it's no biggie, guys. It's not gonna be the end of the world for me because this right here, this is my personal December daily. Now, if I was making this for the shop, it did it right there a little bit too. If I was doing this for the shop, I would have found a way to pull this up and replaced it. So, but yeah, let's rotate this back right here. And then this flaps over like that. So you've got this, and when you flip it over, you'll have a spot for a photo. You'll have a spot for a photo here. And then you'll have the pocket for whatever you want to put in it. And then on the back here, I have a spot to put whatever I want to right there. And then right here, a picture. And then this flaps and flaps. Now, I can already see that I'm going to have to do a magnetic closure right here, which is not a big deal. I'm going to take this is one of the, I took one of the pages and I just cut it down to make a card with, and I'm just going to set that in the pocket for now, in this pocket right here. So we're going to do that, and that. Now I will come back in, and on the back side here, I'll put a magnet. I'll put a magnet here, and then I'll put a magnet on the back of here so that it stays closed. I'm going to have to do that with this one as well. So, but that's the front of that page. Moving on to the back of that page. Again, I've already got everything pre-cut. I should have probably seen. This was when I was still experimenting with making the mini albums, and I've come to learn with mini albums, you have to decorate the pages before you put them in. Lesson learned, because I'm struggling a little bit with decorating and everything. Well, like laying the decorative papers down. So, but now on this one, this is going to go right here. This is one of the background pages from the kit. And we just want to get it as centered as possible, considering how bulky this is turning out to be. But I'm still loving it though, guys. And I will come back in. I'm out of magnets as well. I discovered that. So those are supposed to be here tomorrow as well. Well, they were, like I said, they were supposed to be here Friday, but hopefully they'll be here tomorrow. And I'm going to just set this right here. Making sure I got some of that green along the sides showing. And there. And smooth it out. Yeah, like I said, big lesson learned. Decorate the pages before, like decorative papers on before you put the pages in, especially considering this album is, as you can see, it's a lay flat cover. The spine is the lay flat, the flat lay method, so that your cover will always lay flat and your pages kind of like waterfall whichever way you put them, which I love. Now, on both of these flaps right here, I was debating on a magnetic closure for this, but I may actually come in and do something a little bit different. Let's see, where is that at? Aha. Uh-oh, I just sent stuff flying to the floor. Okay, I'm back. I fussy cut these with one of the, not fussy cut, I die cut, well, I'm doing wonderful. This is one of the little die cut pieces that I have. It's like a little bitty tab. And I thought about using that for the closure with maybe a holly leaf on it. Let me see. Well, apparently I'm also Butterfingers today. Guys, I am falling apart. I'm telling you. So yeah, doing that little tag with a holly leaf like that. And taking and putting a brad in. I actually like that. I think I'm going to do that. But that's a lot of green. Oh well, I'm going to do it anyway. But on these two flaps right here, I'm going to put this plaid. Now I'm leaving the backs blank. The backs of them blank for photos or whatever. I'm going to put one on the front of each. Oh, well, hold on a minute. No, I cut you way too short. But guess what? It's okay because now part of me doesn't want to do the closure. Well, I don't know. I kind of like that right there too. I'm just going to go with that. I was going to say lace, but this is already getting bulky as is, and I think the crocheted lace I have picked out, I think that would just, because I've got crocheted lace on some of the, some of the pre-made ephemera pieces, and I think I'm overkilling it with the bulk here, guys. But it's so pretty. Ooh. That's what I keep telling myself. It's so pretty. Okay, so there's that piece. I'm going to come in and kind of smooth it out. There we go. Flip that up. And now I'm going to go ahead and put this piece on, and then I'm going to punch the hole for the brad and everything. And I've got some gold brads that would go beautifully with this, because I have been using touches of gold here and there. Like I've got the butcher's twine with the gold thread in it that I've used, and I've also got the gold jump ring that I used on the outside. And to me, gold, I tried silver, because like the butcher's twine, I've got gold, I've got ones with gold thread and with silver thread. Now see, this one's fine. It's that top one that isn't fine. But, and that one's not even cut straight. No, I don't think, no, the paper's cut straight. I think no, it's not cut straight at the top, but it'll be okay. I think I need a new paper trimmer, a new guillotine cutter, guys, because here lately I'm lining it up straight and everything in the cutter, but for some reason it's not cutting straight, if you understand what I'm saying. Now, before I put this down, I'm going to go ahead and attach the holly leaf to it. So I'm going to just move that up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Hopefully you're not getting the reflection of my light. My ring light that I use while I'm filming. So just put just a little bit of glue on the back, and then I'm going to take my tweezers and add the holly leaf like so. I think I'm going to put it at an angle and move it just a titch like that. Oops. There we go. See? I keep over here. You're over here. But yeah, that's going to be pretty. Now, let me pull out my brad. Not my brads. No, my brads. I had it right the first time. And these spilled on the floor the other day, and I just have not had time to separate them out again. Now, haha, right there. But there we go. And just set those off to the side. And now, get the glue off my fingers. I'm going to take my pencil and bring this back down. Give me some room here. But yeah, bring this back down over here and get it back into frame. And then I'm going to take the little tag, lay it down like so, and that's about centered right there. And then I will just put a dot in the middle like that. Now open this back up, and on this page right here I'm going to take my awl, or pokey tool as everybody calls it, and I'm going to just put a hole gently. You don't want the hole, whoops, you don't want the hole too big, like that. It's still a little too big, but it'll be okay. And then now, take my brad, and I will put it through the hole like this, and the hole, come here, and the hole that I punched, flip this over, and the little prongs on the back of it, because this is such a small brad, it doesn't matter if they're going to the side or up and down. Now you want to make this to where the brads are, the prongs are flat, but not to where it bows the piece outward like it's trying to do right there. So you just play with it a little bit. I'll bring you back down, and this will, nope, that will simply just slide over the top right there, and it'll hold this flap closed, and it also adds just a little bit of decoration to the page. Now I am going to come back. I've got to get my fussy cuts done, and I will decorate everything. But this also, on the backs of these, I'll have the photos or whatever, and then if I want to come back in with more ephemera that I still have to go through and look. I still have some more Christmas ephemera that I'm thinking about, pre-made Christmas ephemera that I'm thinking about adding to this. Or if I want to come in with one of the tags and turn it into a flip out, I can do that. I can add like a picture behind it and then have the tag journal on it and then attach it along the side on the inside with washi tape, and it'll flip out and I'll have the picture or whatever and then the journaling spot on the back of it. So, and then here is our second page. Now this one is cool. It's a double flip down. So you have, let me pull this up. So you have one flip down here and then you have a second flip down, which I think is cool. Now, I'm going to work on the inside first. This is just another piece of that snowflake background page. Let me pull the mini album back down. And I'm just going to attach this here again, leaving a somewhat even, or try to get it as even as possible, border going all the way around. And this is going to be a photo mat or a mat or a spot for ephemera or whatever I choose to put here. Ooh, that was way too much. There, and then this right here. And also on that pocket on the back, like you saw the little vellum envelope I had that I'm saying a lot in this video, but that vellum envelope, I can gently tuck that in the back as well, or I can, like at the front of the album here, at the front of the album here, I'm thinking about putting a pocket right here. I can just slip that envelope down in there, and that envelope has the smaller of the die cuts that I've done, and that would be, you know, that I can take the other die cuts that I don't use to decorate the mini album with, and I can just slip them into that vellum pocket, and I can come in and decorate more later as I actually start using this. Now the backs of the flip downs, the flip down, there's the second flip down and that's the first flip down. I'm going to leave those blank for mats, whether it be photo or whatever. And then on this page, I have this. This is one, again, I took one of the pages from the kit and I cut it in half. And actually, nope, wrong one. I'm all over the place today, guys. This is what I'm putting here. This is a pre-made piece of ephemera. I have die cuts to make this with. Those I actually do have here. Let's see, or I think I do anyway. Nope, not that one. Yeah, I'm so prepared, guys. Really, I am. Okay, now this little border right here, the red border, is this die cut right here. Most of my die cuts have come from Temu. I love their die cuts and I use them religiously. And now that the pocket die cut is, I don't have that one pulled. That one's probably, I probably put it up. Some of them, when I got done with them, I wasn't thinking I'll just put them back up. But this is also a pocket die cut. It's like a library pocket that I got from Temu. And it comes with this little front pocket right here. And yeah, see, it's just a simple library pocket. When it cuts it out in all one long piece that you just fold in half, and then you fold the sides in and it forms a library pocket. I just cut a piece of paper to fit the inside here and rounded the edges, and then this is a pocket right here as well as this. And then these are more the holly die cuts that I did. And then these right here are these little like red pearls that I've had in my stash forever. I mean, forever, guys. So, but this, I'm going to just simply sit down here to where it just touches. Sorry if you hear that noise in the background. That is my husky Layla. If you have been watching my channel for a while, you know Layla makes her presence known very frequently when I am filming. But it would just goes like this, and you want to make it to where it comes up just up to this fold line. You don't want it like in the fold line, but you want it right at that fold line, so that when you close it, it still closes and the die cut doesn't get caught up in the bottom of it. Now, this one right here, I'm going to do a ribbon closure on, but if you noticed, I didn't put the ribbon up under this mat back here, this one. That's because I don't want this mat to get pulled up over time of me opening and closing and untying. I didn't want it to get pulled up. We're going to mount it to the back side of this page. So, but for now, I'm going to go ahead and put this down right here. And for this one, I'm going to switch up to my art glitter glue. And now this trim right here comes over the top of the page. So what I'm going to do is first unclog my glue bottle, or try to unclog my glue bottle, should I say. And I'm going to glue this entire thing down. But starting up here at the top, I'm just going to come down the side right here. Ooh, way too much glue. You just want to do just a little bit here. Just like a little dab. And then come across lightly, because this is an intricate border die. I'm not going to worry about getting all the lines like that. I just did that right there because it's not going to be attached at the top. This top piece is not going to be attached, but you can come back in and then like down here at the bottom, just mostly just around the edge of it. You want to make sure you put your glue if you have this die. Like I said, I got it from Temu. I do know, I went back and I looked, this die is the set that this came in is no longer available, but they do have this border die, but they are it's currently out of stock. So I did go in and check, because I'm trying to link all of the dies and the stamp sets that I'm using now to make this easy. To make this easier to lay down, once you get that bottom right up at, not into, but right up at the fold line, then you can come in and lay it down and get up any excess glue that you may have had that seeps out, because you're going to get a little bit of seepage because of how intricate the die is, but you really just want to press down and make sure. And I got a little bit of glue right there, not meaning to. And I'll come back in once I get the, if you get any glue in the fold line right there, you want to make sure you get it out, because if not, it'll cause your flat to stick. But once I get my cardstock, I will come back in and back all my ephemera, and I'll put it in here. So now, before we start this, I'm going to come in with this ribbon right here. And I wasn't thinking, so I didn't measure it out. So you get to see me wing it today, guys. So I figure about this much. So all in all, roughly about, because my mat is 8 inches wide, so about 16 inches. Actually, I may go less. I may go just 12. Yeah, I'm just gonna go 12 instead of 16. The 16 may be a little overkill, but we shall see. If I have to, I will go back in and correct it if need be. So there we go. And now this piece right here, you want to attach. You want to put a little bit of Fabri-Tac. Ooh, way too much Fabri-Tac. And of course I got stringies. You want to put it about half, center it first, about half an inch down. And we'll be doing the same on the other side. Now I'm going to take this that I cut out from the kit, and I'm also getting a better paper too, guys, because as you can see the bleed through. I was using the HP. Originally when I first started making journals, I switched from, because I noticed, you know, just like I had like a 18-pound this regular printer paper. It was the super thin printer paper, and I was like, okay, there's got to be something better. So I discovered 24-pound weight printer paper. I loved it. I really did. I absolutely loved it. Then COVID hit. And it's like you couldn't find anything. So I had to switch back to, I switched to like HP. I signed up for their paper subscription. And their paper subscription is a 20-pound weight. And I figured, okay, 20-pound weight is a little bit better than 18. So I went with that. I've been using it for a few years now, and I've come to the conclusion that, now if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm pressing the paper on either side of this ribbon so that I don't have any gapping. But there, I've come to the conclusion I gotta switch back up to my 24-pound weight. So I signed, Amazon has a subscription now for the 24-pound weight copy paper. So that's part of what's was supposed to be here Friday, but it shall be here. So now I have got this, and then you flip it down. You'll have a spot to put a picture. I'll have a spot to put a picture or something. And then I've got 2 pockets here, and then this flips down, and again a spot to put something there, and then this big open spot right there. So now we're going to flip over, and this is going to be the final page that I do today. I was trying to see maybe if I could, try not to destroy everything. Sorry if you got a shake there. See, maybe if I could set that right there. See if that'll help a little bit better. Now, on this page, let me remove the paper and stuff that I've got in here. It's 2 flip outs, and then this I'm going to turn into a pocket. So this will be a pocket page. Now, before I turn that into a pocket, I'm going to take the other piece of ribbon and attach it. A little bit of fabric tack. And the same. Now you want to line up those two pieces. I'm going to do it about 1/2 inch down. Yeah, 3/8 to 1/2 inch down. And there. And then now, because I am making this into a pocket page, I'm going to be using this gingham right here. I'm going to line it up with the pocket itself. But I've got this one going, this mini album going. I've got another mini album I'm making as well. And then next month, I'm participating in this collaboration, and then another one, the Jesus in July, that's being hosted by the wonderful Esther from the Trucking Scribe. I need to pull this over just a little bit, and a little bit more on the bottom. There we go. Perfect. And I'm doing a mini album for that one as well. And I'm thinking about with that one, this one I'm just gonna do, I'm gonna use this as a December daily, but I'm thinking with that one that I'm making for her collaboration, that I'm going to do that one strictly for like family, because my husband has, his family does a big get together on Christmas Eve every year. And again, you know, again, I pushed in right here so that I didn't have any gapping between the ribbon and the paper. And then we have our family, like his mom's side, like with his sisters and stuff like that, we do that as well. So I'm thinking of using that mini album. Sorry, had to get the glue off my fingertips. I'm thinking of using that mini album for that. But that's how that's gonna look. And now I'm gonna come in with my art glitter glue, and I'm just going to run glue down the sides of this without getting glue everywhere. Like so. And then I'm going to actually pick this page up and pull in opposite directions at the top, because I want this pocket to be a little bit tighter. I'm getting any glue seepage up that I might have, because it'll cause this flaps to stick, and I don't want that. But you see how by pulling the pocket, it makes just the top, pulling it in opposite directions and then holding it, and makes this pocket a little bit tighter. And that's what I wanted on this pocket right there. And again, I'm leaving the insides blank. And then here, this is part of one of the background pages, and it's going to go here, centered. And it's just it was a misprint on the back, so it was when my printer decided it wanted to act a fool. I got this new printer, and I don't know if it's just, if it needs to be, I mean, it wasn't new. I got it secondhand from a thrift store. But I love the printer. I absolutely love it. But occasionally it'll act a fool. Like when I go to print something it'll say that something's conflicting with board, because it's a borderless printer. It's a borderless printer. It'll say that something is conflicting with the borderless printing. And I don't know if it's just the format, like I don't know, because sometimes when I make the digital kits to sell in my Kofi shop, I have to resize the clip art that I get. And sometimes it's a big resize. And I noticed on those, when I have to do that big resize on those kits, it starts acting a fool when I go to print. But there's that. Both these are blank. Now on this side right here, I'm leaving this blank as well, because oh nope, no, I'm not leaving it blank. That's right, I was looking for that piece of paper. But this is another one of the backgrounds, just a strip from the background. But it's saying, yeah, it says that something is conflicting with borderless printing. So either I have to go in and change, usually I'll have to go in and change it from fill page to fit page. And if that doesn't work, I have to take it from regular margins to uniform margins to get it to print. I mean, and the thing that I don't understand is that it doesn't affect the size of the picture that gets printed on the paper. It still winds up being borderless printing. Except for there have been a couple of instances when I've tried to do that, and I think y'all saw it in this kit, that it shrank, or only one side of the page had a white border, and I'm like, Now, I did want to point this out. When you're making the mini albums, accurate placement of your interactive parts is key. I don't know if you can see it here, but see how the pages, they don't quite meet in the center like they're supposed to? I can do better here. You see how they don't quite meet? And that's because, if you notice right here, you see how I've got a slight red border, the border from the page, and as you go up to the top, it gradually goes away? Well, that was my fault on the placement of these. So when you place these, you've got to be it's got to be as accurate as possible. Because I placed it fine. This one, no, actually this one too, is just a slight, you can slightly see the red from the base page. So I was in a hurry when I did this. Don't get in a hurry, guys. Now, this is another piece from, I got this idea, should I say, from one of my pieces in my already done ephemera box. I love and I do this all the time in my kits. You will see a long, if you ever bought a kit from me, you'll see a long strip that's about this size in the kit. And I've gotten, I don't know how many people ask me, what is that for? Well, it's for an envelope, to make like a mini envelope with. And that's what I did here. I just added some crochet lace. Now, when I was originally planning on this right here, I had originally planned on doing a junk journal. So I went on ahead and made my signatures and stuff like that, and then I guess I'm getting burnt out on doing junk journals, so I started doing the mini journals, fell in love, and so instead of getting rid of those signatures, I'm recycling the pages from those signatures. So this was the center of one of those signatures, was the envelope, and it had the the holes where you sew the signature into, where you sew the pages together to form the signature. Well, I didn't want to throw it away. So all I did was I took one of the scraps and I added it here, and I don't worry about here. I am going to decorate this piece right here. And so all I'm going to do is I'm going to center this on this right flap and apply glue to the back of it. And so it's an envelope, but it's a more interactive piece as well. And I'm going to apply the glue directly to the flap because it would be really difficult for me to try to apply it to the back and not get glue everywhere. So I'm just going to come in and apply my Fabri-Tac. Now I'm not going to go all the way to the edge there. I'm going to just leave it up a little bit like so, and then come in with my envelope with a flap on the left side and get this centered. Voila, like so. And then smooth it out, and then take and flip it over and smooth it a little bit more to make sure that's properly adhered. And there you go. So this piece flips out, this piece flips out. You got space here, and then you got a pocket there. Now flipping it back over for our ribbon, I'm going to pull this down a little bit. It's dried a little bit, and all I'm going to do is I'm simply just going to tie a bow, making sure the bow's on the front of this page right here. And this is my closure for that. See? That is beautiful, guys. I love how this is turning out. All the little interactive parts and everything. Now, I am going to come back in later and add the photo. I'm going to do photo mats to go in here. And those are going to be for actual, like, larger photos. So the photos, I'm going to probably do the photos about probably about 4 by 5 with, I'm going to have tabs on the sides. So, but as you can see, it is getting pretty chunky, and I still have 2 more pages in the back to do. And then, let's see, I'm going to come back in, I'm going to do a video. Let's see, today is Sunday, so it'll be, it'll technically still this week, but next week for me. And I'll decorate these 2 pages, and then that'll be done with the, you know, like the base pages, getting everything added to the journal. And then I will take in the last video. So I'm going to be doing 2 more videos, one to finish up the last 2 pages, and then the last video that I do will be to decorate, add the decorations like the die cuts and stuff like that I'm going to be adding to it, and any of the little pearls or whatever else that I want to add, and a flip through, because by then it'll be done. So, but that is my video for today, guys. I hope y'all have a wonderful and blessed day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye, crafty friends.